This episode proudly underwritten by Bashwinger Insurance Agency, 42 Cornell Street, Amsterdam, New York.
Welcome to the WOPG's performance of Episode 3 of Any Good Thing with J Town, with a contribution by Steve Donovan. Boy, that was a mouthful. Derek and Charity come back to her house after sitting on the bench. Charity hands Derek a gift.
What is it?
It's a silent gift. You open it silently.
Oh, wow. You didn't have to do that.
You're my guest, and I wanted to make you feel better, so...
He opens the bag and he takes out his present.
Wow, a Bible. Very nice. You have discerning taste for a non-believer.
I didn't say I don't believe. Just that I don't believe what you do. Besides, how hard could picking out a Bible be, I reasoned, and voila.
In any case, it is very nice, thanks. Do you want to break it in?
The Bible? I guess.
He unwraps the Bible and they sit on the couch.
Now, I always like to go at random. Turn it to wherever God's Spirit is leading me to.
Kind of like throwing a dart at a map to start your journey.
Well, no. One is chance, the other... You are baiting me.
How'd you guess, champ?
Seriously, you just put your finger wherever and open, like so.
Still reminds me of the crazy 8-ball. Will I definitely find God's wisdom? The answer is yes.
Focus. Here, Colossians 3, verses 12 and 13. Since God chose you to be his holy people that he loves, you must clothe yourselves with tender-hearted mercy, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Make allowance for each other's faults, and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. I like that one.
Do unto others, huh?
Not really. It's more proactive, especially the forgiveness part. You seem to be okay with that forgiveness part.
Is that what it seems like? Appearances can be deceiving. I still struggle with forgiving.
Me too. I have a particular problem forgiving that beam. You know, the one that did me in.
I see, funny boy.
Man.
Anyway, I'm tired. How about we head to bed?
Fine.
He kisses her on the cheek, then starts down the hall to his bedroom.
Are you sure you want to sleep alone tonight? My room is bigger.
I'm not sure I know what you are asking.
Sleep with me in my room.
Listen, I know we come from different backgrounds, but I just can't do that.
Whoa! I meant sleep with me in my room, not have sex.
I can't do that with you or anyone because I am trying to be chaste for a reason. I find I think better, act better when I am.
Did you start that after Stephanie?
Yes. I started sleeping with Stephanie before we were even friends, and I thought we would grow into being together, but we didn't. We didn't respect each other at all, till it was too late. I just don't want that to happen with us.
I understand. Thanks for the explanation.
She grabs him in a hug.
Now, go to sleep.
The next day at breakfast, Derek drops a bombshell.
What do you want to do today?
I would like for you to take me back to my house to stay this time.
Wow, didn't see that coming. Are you sure? You're welcome to stay for as long as you need.
No, these things I'm running from will chase me down forever if I don't turn and fight. Besides, it won't be for long. I'm going to move out as soon as I can find a better place.
You won't have to look far to find a better... Sorry.
It's okay. The place is a dump, I know.
That's good. At least you know what you don't want. Where will you look?
Somewhere in town. I'll just need to save a little more money, maybe next or 2 months from now.
I don't have a lot of money, but I might be able to help you out there.
He takes her hand.
You've already helped me.
They finish breakfast and Charity takes Derek to his apartment. They step inside.
Life and death go on, and God lives in them both, and in everything in between. For me and everyone I know, I choose life and all it means.
Who was that?
Me, just now.
Oh, semi-profound, brief though it was.
Thanks for all your help. I enjoyed my stay with you. I'm going to settle in, put some stuff away. You're welcome to stay if you want.
I have to check in at work. Fix something I messed up. But I'll come by later.
Call first so I can see if the coast is clear?
Your neighborhood is not that bad. You should see some of the places I lived. They'd scare the pants off of you. I'll tell you about it sometime, if you want to hear.
Later, then.
After she leaves, Derek stalls, sits on the couch and cries. And afterward...
You know I know my fate, don't you? I choose life, so why do I feel so terrible?
He picks up the phone and calls Caroline.
Well, little brother, I was wondering when I would hear from you.
Why didn't you call?
I figured you needed space. Besides, Mom has been a handful.
How?
Oh, refusing her meds, arguing, just being ornery.
Have you been whipping her again?
Derek.
Put her on.
All right.
Derek, honey.
Hi, Mom. How is she treating you?
Oh, that blankety blank is awful.
Mom?
Just kidding. She does the best she can. How are you? I heard you had a lady friend.
Charity.
So I heard. Is she pretty?
Stunning.
Is she nice? A good soul?
Yes, exceedingly.
When can we meet her?
I don't know,
Make it sooner than later, yes?
Yes, Mom.
What? You can run up the bill so I can talk to my son. Gee, she is such a taskmaster. How is your wound?
It's starting to affect me mentally more than physically, being in this house.
Move out. Come live with us. That drive her crazy.
I decided this morning to move out. Maybe in a month or two. We'll see.
Oh, that's good, honey. Keep us posted. Caroline, pipe down. I was done. Better go, sweetheart. The cavalry's coming. Bye now.
Caroline, she wasn't that bad.
Today is a good day, and it's you. When will we see you?
Soon. I have some cleanup to do and to see Charity.
Nice girl. You got lucky.
Indeed.
Keep us informed.
Okay, bye.
Derek spends the rest of the day cleaning up and putting things right, then finally sits on the bed. The phone rings.
Yes?
Derek, I'm so sorry I haven't come over yet. I got an emergency assignment. The mayor. And also, my mom called and she wants to see me tomorrow. She lives in Brooklyn. You're welcome to go.
Okay, well, maybe.
Think about it.
Okay, see you later.
Derek puts the phone back and sits on the couch.
Well, you know everything. The end from the beginning. I don't, you see. You have made me wise, but not the wisest. Swift, but not the swiftest. Whatever. I am not there yet, God. Not yet. But I am about to turn the corner. And when I do, people may not like me. They may shun me, or even stone me. Do they do that anymore? I know I will be better. That is, I hope, I pray to believe I will be better. This help she provides is just what I needed, so please keep her around, would ya? As for me, expect great things and strengthen this willing heart.
He paces a little, then picks up the phone again.
Yes, I'd like Father Fitzgerald, please. Yes, thanks.
Hello, this is Father Fitzgerald.
Yes, Father, it's Derek Hughes.
Yes, Mr. Hughes. Can I help you?
Do you have a second to answer some questions for me?
Derek, I'd be happy to help. Go ahead.
I am in my apartment that I shared with my ex, and I can't stop thinking about her, and I am thinking that I didn't really even love her. And all the while I have been telling myself, and everyone else, that I did. Now, how can those two separate thought patterns exist in me at the same time?
Now again, I'm not a psychologist, but I will share what I know. It seems to me this preoccupation with the death of your ex-girlfriend is part and parcel an attempt by God to get you to resolve this issue and move on. Do you see this?
Yes, I am starting to. I have a friendship now, and I am going to crush it if I'm not careful.
I see, so let's not delay. As for this duplicity, perhaps you were telling others you felt that way because you yourself believed it. You see, sometimes people trick themselves into believing something because they simply want to feel something they wouldn't ordinarily feel.
I just wanted to stop feeling lousy about her.
Uh-huh. Well, did it work?
For a little while, before I met Charity. Now, this me I was threatens to reawaken, and I can't have that.
Going around this issue isn't going to get you any peace. You're feeling grief now and confusion. You're angry, feeling abandoned and alone, without help. Would you agree?
Yes, I have felt this way from the beginning.
Do you want to seek counseling somewhere closer to home?
No, I receive counseling, and it doesn't seem to help. Is there another priest I can talk to?
Do you have a home parish?
Yes, I used to go to St. Joseph's.
The new pastor at St. Joseph's is Father Nelson. Would you consider talking with him and reconnecting with your old church?
I could do that.
Okay. I'll give you the number.
Hello, is this Father Nelson?
Yes, who am I speaking with?
My name is Derek Hughes. I used to go to your church.
Hello, Mr. Hughes. Is there something specific I can help you with?
Well, I have some issues with God you might help with.
I am free now to talk in person rather than on the phone. Are you somewhere near here?
Yes, it'll take me 15 minutes to walk there.
Okay, I look forward to meeting you.
Derek walked to the parish office, where Father Nelson is waiting.
Hi.
Hello, it's good to meet you. Sit.
They sit down.
You said you had some questions about God.
Yes, I went through some trauma 3 years ago. A falling beam ended my career as a carpenter. Then my girlfriend committed suicide in my apartment. So I think I have lost a lot. Recently, and for years now, I have blamed God for it all. Now I am thinking that my feelings toward God may not have been valid.
How are you feeling about God now?
Well, I was attacked and stabbed last week.
Oh my.
But I am okay. But the thing is, a few inches away and I would be dead now. So I am profoundly grateful, and I am becoming more and more dedicated to seeking the right path, back to peace, back to love, back to God.
Your pain in the past has relevance only if you allow it to hinder you from making right choices in the present. You seem to have hung on to your loss quite eagerly. Did you think it would shield you?
I may have. I think mostly it made my choices easier at first.
But did you find it harder to sustain it as time went on?
Yes.
They talk for an hour, and then...
So you see, there is a way out. But it lies in accepting what you already know.
Growing up, I thought I knew what truth was, but truth is now elusive and hard to find.
What is the essential truth? The love of God, which is shown to us through Christ Jesus. It is his sacrifice that enables us to live whole and helpful lives.
I want to believe that.
What's holding you back?
I don't know.
If you want to get your life right, try coming back to the church. Start receiving the sacraments again. Come back home, Derek.
How can I do this?
You can begin with confession.
I'd like that.
Very well.
After the meeting, they say goodbye, and Derek walks out of the church, with a weight suddenly lifted from him. He walks to the creek waterfall and stands there, looking.
I can't explain you away. I can't deny your intentions. So I will try to listen for you, and I will hear.
He walks the rest of the way home, whistling a tune. When he gets to his apartment, he finds Charity waiting in her car. She welcomes him in.
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Since when are you great? Look at me. You look the same. But what did you do?
I went to the church. I talked to Father Nelson.
Wow. Why? Oh, sorry, dumb question. What brought this on?
I was just sitting there in our apartment.
You said our apartment?
Mine and Stephanie's.
Oh.
And I just thought, enough is enough. So I turned to the one entity that I felt could help me the most, the church. I mean, all this time I knew God was real and was probably not the hateful being I had built him up to be, so I felt moved to approach him. I can't really explain it.
Congratulations. So, what does this mean? For you and us?
Well, I went to confession for not loving Steph enough and living in sin and shunning God. And that forgiveness is going to free me from this terrible loss I have felt, which should free me to concentrate on the most important things, like living as if my life mattered to God, love, and family. Now I can feel free to approach you without the thought that I have nothing to offer, and without thinking I will lose you if I get too close.
Oh, I don't think that will happen.
Not now. It will also allow me to be more responsive, not so much in my shell.
That's really terrific. I told you it would be okay. Come here, kiss me.
She extends her arms to him.
You can kiss me, can't you?
Of course.
They kiss.
Good, I'm glad for you. I'm proud of you.
It was something I've been avoiding, but that I knew was inevitable, you know?
Yes, I do. But now comes the hard work, the day-to-day attention to detail, confronting mechanisms, you know?
Yes, I do.
Have you had time to think about visiting my mom with me?
No.
Well, perhaps you're not ready. That's okay. It'll be a day trip for me, and I'll be back tomorrow evening. I can see you then if you like.
That would be fine.
Good. It's a date. Congratulations again on your experience today.
Thanks. Are you coming in?
No. I have to get some things together and go to bed early. But I will see you tomorrow night, okay?
Perfect. Thanks.
She kisses him on the forehead, and he exits the car. She waits until he waves from the inside the apartment door, honks her horn, and then drives away. Derek looks around his apartment and sighs. He sits down in the living room and picks up his new Bible.
So, you got me. Didn't take much, did it? Just the loss of a career, a girlfriend. Now, do I blame you for those? Not anymore. You succeeded. We succeeded. We were both trying for the same thing. No, I failed you, but no longer. You know me, and you know what I need, and you will provide.
He takes the Bible into the bedroom and lays down with it on the bed. He puts his thumb on the pages and opens it up.
Psalms 18:32. It is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect. Thank you.
He clutches his Bible and closes his eyes. The next day, Charity rises at 6 o'clock to begin her trip to Brooklyn. She sets out, driving down I-87 past Poughkeepsie, the Catskills, and down into the city. She winds up at a 3-story brownstone in Brooklyn Heights. Marisol Pollock, Charity's birth mother, answers the door.
Hola, Mia. How was your trip?
Okay, but I need some coffee.
Come in and sit down.
Charity sits down as Marisol fusses over her.
You have enough, dear?
Yes, thanks.
Now, tell me about this man. What is his name?
Derek.
Derek? How is he?
Do you mean how is his health, or...?
You said he was ill, right?
Oh, disabled, but high functioning. He had an accident.
Yes, that's right. So how is he?
I think he's okay. In fact, he may be on his way to healing the fracture in his faith life. He's fought it for years, but he just went back to confession yesterday.
Wonderful. What does that mean for you?
Well, I don't honestly know. I mean, on the one hand, I've been trying to figure out if I can invest any energy in this guy, and his latest move makes him a more solid candidate for me, on the one hand. On the other hand, he can be a little manic, so what if he takes his newfound faith to the extreme and shuts me out, because our faiths are so different, or worse yet, starts imposing his beliefs on me and telling me how to live?
Do you really think he would do that?
I don't know him well enough to predict. He's essentially a good man, if not a bit erratic. I guess I'm a little confused right now.
Don't worry, sweetheart. Mama's here.
Right.
When your father Pablo and I were first together, I didn't know who he was, really. By the time we got married, I thought I knew him well, but I only knew the man he wanted me to see. By the time you were born, I saw the real man. But he was no man. He was an animal. Now I try not to curse him. He was who he was, God rest his soul. And he taught me to take that time necessary to make a decision, because once you jump, you may never get back where you started from.
Thanks, Mama.
How is your cyst?
Getting larger. I have to do another ultrasound this week.
Will they operate?
I don't know yet. Perhaps.
Keep me informed. Let's go into the lounge, otherwise known as the living room. How is that job of yours?
That job that keeps me involved with my community and allows me to meet interesting and important people.
And that pays you dirt for your labor? Yes, that one.
That useless job of mine that pays my bills, barely, is just fine. I interviewed the mayor yesterday. Besides, that job keeps me close to home and Mom.
But when she goes, sorry, but it's inevitable. Is this Derek enough to keep you anchored?
I don't know. Guess I'll jump off that bridge when I come to it.
The station in town has an opening for a reporter. Maybe you should look into it.
I'm committed to Mildred for as long as she lasts. And to Derek for as long as we last.
I'm glad you finally said something definitive.
You just want me near you, and thanks for that.
I just want what is best for you in the long term, if that means planning for you.
You don't have to do that. I'm perfectly capable.
Can't fault Mother for trying.
I should get going. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Now I've packed some things for your return trip.
No.
No. Take it. Now drive safely. I want to see you again soon, and bring Derek.
I'll try. Thanks. Love you.
Derek wakes late, makes breakfast, and cuts up a couple of sheets of paper to use as bookmarks. He places one at Psalms 18.
It is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect.
He goes for a walk and talks to God.
God, what was clear yesterday is now clouding over. Which way to turn? What steps to take? What to retain? Give me some guidance, please. I am relying on you now. Don't disappoint me. and help me not to disappoint you.
When he gets back to his apartment, he picks up the phone.
Hi, little brother. How are things?
I went to confession yesterday at St. Joseph's.
Really? Congratulations. Took long enough. What brought it in?
I was sitting in this apartment just thinking about me and Stephanie, and I figured out that I didn't really love her. And the guilt from that, and going away from the church, it just got to me.
Mom will be thrilled. She's been praying for you for a long time.
The lengths I go to make her happy.
How is Charity?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since yesterday. She is in Brooklyn visiting her birth mother.
Oh, okay.
Her adopted mother is in the Millwood adult home here in town. She has Alzheimer's.
Oh, I see. Oh, God bless her.
That's all the news I had. I'll see Charity later.
Well, you've made the right decision about God. We'll be praying that things get easier.
I would appreciate it. Bye.
He hangs up and gets a glass of water from the refrigerator, picks up his Bible, and sits down on the couch. He then blindly turns to Isaiah 41, verse 9.
I have called you back from the ends of the earth, saying, You are my servant, for I have chosen you and will not throw you away. Thanks, God, for this. I appreciate you choosing me again, though I refused you for so many years. If you would, guide me today to do the good thing, not just the right thing, and teach me the way of righteousness. Thanks.
At dusk, Charity knocks on Derek's door.
Hello, how are you? Come in.
She enters and sits on the couch.
If we have some time, can we walk and talk?
Not in this neighborhood. It will be dark soon.
Your neighborhood is not that bad. Anyway, let's go to the falls and see the sunset reflection. I'll drive.
All right, let's go. How was your trip?
Tell you in the car.
They pile into the car and set off.
The trip was fine, just tiring. So I need to go to bed soon, okay?
Fine.
My mother is a good, caring woman with some flaws, all of which she covers up or attempts to heal with religion. She's a lifelong Catholic, but she tries hard to fit in. I guess I shouldn't judge her. She means well.
Maybe she is ignorant of what a Catholic is?
I'm sure it ebbs and flows with everybody. I mean, it's impossible to know how to act perfectly every time, right?
Theoretically, with the Holy Spirit's help, it's possible to act perfectly all the time.
I have never seen even the most godly of people act perfectly even most of the time. People are people, and people fail routinely.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I am looking at the question through God's eyes.
One day of conversion, and now you're looking through God's eyes, Hughes? I'm sorry, that was inappropriate.
That's okay. I knew you were kidding.
Are you bringing up all your old teaching?
Yes, all of it.
This is it.
They pull up to the parking lot, get out of the car, and walk over to the retaining wall surrounding the falls.
This is so beautiful. I always used to come here to think, when I could. I've gone through many breakup aftermaths here.
Do you have something to tell me?
No, nothing of the sort. In fact, my mother was asking all kinds of questions about you, and even said she would pray for you.
I guess she is a good Catholic.
She was happy when I told her you went to communion.
It was the natural course of things. I guess the Spirit got to me.
Anyway, I'm hoping you use this opportunity to get back on track mentally and spiritually. I know how important it is to you, and I know you'll do fine. If you could get your moods under control, you would be miles ahead of the game.
Yeah, I don't have a handle on those moods yet. I'll keep trying, though.
They come like any mood I have, I imagine, right?
I guess, but I'm alone most of the time, so it doesn't usually matter.
Do they make you angry?
Yes.
Does the therapy help at all?
A little, but I tend to forget the lessons between sessions, or at least when I am faced with a tenuous situation.
Are the memory problems a result of your accident?
Mostly. Alzheimer's doesn't run in my family, so what else could it be?
Well, Hughes, you are getting old.
Yeah, right. I came down here yesterday, after my meeting with the father. It's nice.
I wanted to tell you a couple of things tonight, and I've been thinking about them all the way up from the city. One, I've been thinking about leaving town, going somewhere else, somewhere with a bigger radio market so I could work. Now, it's not anything right now, it's just a beginning thought, but who knows?
Why are you telling me this now?
Like I said, it's my first thoughts about it. Nothing has been decided, nothing is set in stone. Haven't you ever just wanted to see the world? To pack up and leave on a wild adventure?
Sure, But I have people here, and so do you.
Mildred, my mom, you mean? Yes. She's one preventing me from leaving. Caring for her is hard. She doesn't know who I am.
Don't you think deep down she does?
I don't know.
The fact remains that you are doing what you can for her, and God understands this.
And he will reward me?
Now, don't mock God. He is the love you should hold dear.
I guess so. Does God really forgive all sins, even sins of omission?
Yes, of course. All sins. The Bible says he will cast them all into the depths of the sea. It's one of Christianity's most endearing features.
I hope you're right.
You're having a down moment?
He leans over and puts his arm around her.
It's okay.
Thanks.
So you are looking to the time when she is gone, right?
Right. I would take you, of course, if you would come.
I might consider it if it weren't for my mother. She needs me, and she wants to meet you.
Tell her I'd love to. Where does she live?
Troy.
I'll drive. The second thing I wanted to tell you about is a health issue. My health. For the past year, I've had a growth, or growths, cysts on my ovaries. Is this weird?
No.
This week I have an ultrasound appointment, and if they've increased in size, I may have to have surgery. The reason I'm telling you this is, well, for two reasons. You are whom I am dating, and for that reason, what affects me affects you, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Then you may need to come see me in the hospital at the very least, or you may need to drive me home from the hospital at the very most, if I can't get my best friend Elena to take me. How does that sound?
Sounds fine. I'm sorry you are suffering.
You do drive, don't you?
Yes, I have a license, no car.
Good. Thank you. Why don't we go to my car? It's getting damp.
They go to her car. She starts it up to heat up the interior.
You know I will support you no matter what you do.
Thanks, Hughes. I appreciate that. It's just that I seldom know where you are at. No offense, but you're often hard to read. Sometimes here, sometimes off on your own.
I thought I was being transparent.
Maybe yesterday and today, but not all the other days since I've known you. In your head, you may be clear, but not to me in execution. Sorry for the attack. Maybe you are getting it.
I'm trying now, and God is helping.
Good.
She caresses the side of his neck.
The last thing, Derek, is this religion you seem to have found. It somehow threatens me. So what I'm saying is, you seem to be more forthcoming in this transition with your, how do they say, witness. But I don't know if you've noticed, we don't exactly believe the same things, right? Are you following me?
Are you afraid this difference will drive us apart?
Exactly. I mean, I have something invested in you. I'm quite fond of you, in case you haven't noticed.
I've noticed.
And you feel the same way, I hope.
Yes, I do.
Because I don't want to fight against an all-wise, all-knowing, and loving being for your affections. That would not be fair of you to let that happen.
It's different. It's on two different planes. I have to be devoted to the one that saved me. He will always demand more of me than anybody else can. But I will always have more than enough affection for you. That will never change.
Thank you. But will you be trying Bible verses and theology papers out on me? Because that may not fly. I'll listen politely, but may resent the intrusion.
Aren't you a seeker of truth? Doesn't a wise saying turn your head?
Of course, but there are different truths for everybody.
You think so? That's not what the Bible teaches.
This may be a problem which I don't have the energy for right now. Can we table this discussion for some time later?
Sure. I didn't mean to upset you.
You didn't. It's just I've been up since 6 and it's been a long and tiring day. I'll drive you home.
She takes him home, and as they pull up,
My mom asked if you could come see her sometime.
I would love to. We could both see each other's moms.
That'd be swell. I apologize for my crankiness. It's just...
You are tired. Go home and get some sleep. We'll talk when you are able.
she pulls him over to her and gives him a kiss.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Any Good Thing. Please tune in next time. The cast for episode 3 includes John Salerno as Derek Hughes, Tracy Clemis as Charity Rodriguez, Laura Lee Whitlock as Carolyn Peterson, Ken Mazer as Father Fitzgerald, Cheryl Charbonneau as Miriam Hughes, Steve Donovan as Father Nelson, Rosemary Bouvray as Marisol Pollock, and Scott W. Fields as the narrator. Original music by John Mastermorrow.